What's up guys, it's Nacho here and welcome to the last Transfer Society video of this season of the summer transfer window. And the summer transfer window now shut and now every club has bought players and not happy with players and so forth and so forth. We're going to see who bought in the deadline day signings and who didn't sign any signings and who are frustrated and whatever. So let's start off with Alexis Sanchez was going to go to Manchester City. Both two teams have agreed a fee of £60 million, but that was not going to happen until Arsenal get a replacement for Neymar Thomas Lemar. They put in a £92 million bid in, even though Monaco have been saying all summer he ain't for sale, we're not selling him. Liverpool wanted him, then Arsenal came back with a £92 million bid. The Arsenal fans are pissed off because where the fuck did you not get the guy when you put $92 million bid in fucking 3 weeks ago before you got 2-3 weeks ago, he done a deadline day for 3 hours left the window. And I get you guys frustration, Arsenal, because it's a disgrace. You got a player who doesn't want to play for you, and you got a guy at Arsene Wenger who is categorically clueless in terms of picking, in terms of buying players and knowing what he wants of a squad. You saw Chamberlain, who's now in Liverpool. I don't get Arsenal, bro. It reminds me of a team that doesn't know where they're going. It looks like a bunch of shadows and tracking a shadow and you know when the shadow's not there. Okay, maybe that's not a great explanation, but they are really right now, Arsenal, in a big spiral. Look at the spiral and they're not really knowing what they're doing. So yeah, it's not good for Arsenal. It's not really good. But going back to saying, Sanchez, who is still at Arsenal, he's got 1 year left on his contract. You could say it could be a Man City player, maybe in January. It could be any club in January, but yeah, it's not great for Arsenal. Not good. But going back to Chamberlain. Chamberlain is now a Liverpool player, £40 million. I think this is a really good sign for Liverpool. Yeah, he was awful for Arsenal against Liverpool, but the guy didn't want to play. You clearly see it. He didn't want to play. He didn't want to play against Liverpool because he's going to go to Liverpool. So, yeah, I think it's a big sign. He wants to play in midfield, doesn't want to play wing back. So, we see how he does in Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp obviously rates. Tottenham. Next, Spurs brought in Fernando Llorente and deadline day, and now I think is that a good sign? He's a very better backup than Vincent Janssen, who for whatever reason hasn't done it for Tottenham. Even though he was linked with the Brighton deadline day, it didn't happen. So I think that's a good sign. I think he's going to give Harry Kane a little bit more cover in that striker position if he's injured or suspended or out of form. So yeah, Tottenham, look, that's a good sign from Tottenham. And also Spurs also brought in PSG fullback in Serge Aurier from PSG, and Ronald's PSG brought in Dani Alves, so that's the reason why Aurier was out of the club. And it's a really good sign because they need a cover because Kyle Walker was sold. All they have is Trippier, and Trippier at the minute is injured, so they needed another one. So I think that's a really good sign. We're going to see how he does in the Premier League. He's got pace, he can score a goal, he can bring in some good crosses, and he could actually think maybe, I'm not going to say a better version of Kyle Walker, but he's not far off from being that for Kyle Walker. So see how he does in the Premier League for Tottenham. Swansea, who had a fantastic deadline day window. They brought in 2 signings. One of them happens to be a guy who just rejoined in Wilfred Boney. So he's back at Swansea. I think it's £12 million fee. See how he does. I don't think this is the Boney that was the first time at Swansea City where he was beasting and feasting all the goals. This is a guy who I feel like right now don't know where he is. But maybe going back to a club where you started and pretty much started your career, maybe this is a good thing for him. But yeah, good sign. And also, I think probably the sign of deadline day, Renato Sanchez, that's right, a European winner, a man who I tipped to win the Ballon d'Or, was it 2 years ago? I'm now regretting actually saying that, but we see how he does. Renato Sanchez is now at Swansea. I never thought I'd see the day when I say that Renato Sanchez, a Bayern Munich player, a Benfica player, is now at Swansea. But give credit credit's due. Paul Clement, obviously, because he was a coach at Bayern Munich and he coached Renato Sanchez, so he obviously saw something in him. He is a talent. He's only 19, so you have to give the kid a chance. I mean, to go to a big club with Bayern Munich at 19 years old is a big statement. So he needs just game time. See how he does. He would definitely play. He would definitely start in every single game for Swansea unless he's injured. But this is a good signing for Swansea because they need a replacement for Sigurdsson. I don't think he's up. I don't think he's up there with Sigurdsson at this moment in time. But he could be better than Sigurdsson in the next couple of seasons if he is given game time. And I think this is a really good sign for Swansea. And see how he does in the Premier League this season. Chelsea are next. They brought in 2 new signings. They could have brought in 3, but starting off the 2, they brought in Zappacosta from Torino. I also brought in Danny Drinkwater from Leicester City. Zappacosta, which he needed cover in that wing back role because he didn't get Oxlade Chamberlain. He went to Liverpool, so they brought him in. Antonio Conte knows him from the Italian squad because he put him in the Euro 2016 squad for the Euros. I don't think he played in the game, but he was in the squad, so he obviously knows about him. They brought in Danny Drinkwater for cover for Zoom, cover for Bakayoko, and also cover for Ante in that defence midfield. I think it's a really good sign. He's a Premier League proven winner. He's also in England. He's got caps for England. He will also try and get back in the England team now when you're playing for a bigger club. Unlike Leicester, who are a very good club, but they're not up there in terms of playing Champions Leagues every consecutive season, fighting for titles consecutive seasons. So I think it's a really good sign. He's going to play with. He got Kante and Drinkwater back in that midfield again, like it was for Leicester. So I'm looking forward to seeing how he does at Chelsea. I think it's a great signing for Drinkwater and Chelsea. Another one was Barkley. Now Barkley was two clubs agreed a fee. I think it was around 35 million. He went to Chelsea's training ground, had the medical, and left. He said, I don't want to play, I don't want to be part of Chelsea. He went back to Everton. And I don't know why, but why would you turn down the champions? You're playing Champions League football. You're going to at least have a chance of getting back in the England squad again. And then you turn down. I just don't get that. I don't get that. I don't know what Barkley's, unless his agent has got a call saying, Man City are going to cut you next summer. Or you can go to, I just don't get that. I find that bizarre. I find that really bizarre. Something must come up because you do not go for a medical and then come back to your own club. I just don't get that. I just find it bizarre. But anyway, he's still an Everton player for at least the time being. So would he get an Everton right now? No, he won't. I know he's injured, but right now he's a squad player for Everton. With West Brom. West Brom brought in two new signings in the transfer end of the transfer window, which was Krokowski, I think his name is, from PSG, and Kieran Gibbs. 2 decent signings. Kieran Gibbs, who was not going to get an Arsenal team, so he needed first team football. Kristoff, same boat as well at PSG. So good signings from West Brom. Tony Pulis, you may like the style of football, you may not like the guy's style of football, but he is trying to bring in better players to make that team better. So 2 good signings for West Brom. And the last 2 players were Origi, who is now left Liverpool to go to Wolfsburg on loan. I mean, it's a really good signing. He wasn't really given a chance at Liverpool. Yeah, he was in the team, scored goals, but he wasn't being consistent. I think that's a really good signing for us because Wolfsburg definitely a striker because Mario Gomez is right now looks like coming down in his career, so we need a young, fresh player who can actually put the ball in the net, and really will do that for them. And the last one, the one everybody's been talking about, Mbappe. And this is the one I left to last because it's going to take a lot to process this in. Kylian Mbappe is now a Paris Saint-Germain player and will be the second most expensive player of all time, £166 million, 202 million euros. Fucking hell, holy shit. Man. I never thought I'd seen a day when PSG has brought in, PSG right now, I've got the 2 most expensive players in football history. Man, Pogba right now is the cheapest deal in the freaking market. 90 million for Pogba, my god, players are going for 200 million. Freak me. But everybody's saying, oh well, that's too much for a teenager. Kylian Mbappe is a talent. I watched this guy play for Monaco last season in Ligue 1 and also in the Champions League. He is the real freaking deal. He's got the goals, he's got so much more to his game, and he's only 18 or 19 years old. He's still a teenager. He is still learning. How good could he be in 10 years' time? He could be right now a future Ballon d'Or winner. He could be right now one of the best players in world football. If Messi and Ronaldo retire, he's the next kid coming through. My god, PSG, look, PSG right now, the reason why they bought Neymar, the reason why they bought Mbappe, which is a loan deal, and it will be a £166 million deal next summer, is because they right now want to win the Champions League. They're doing everything in their aspect to win the Champions League this season. Now, I'm all for trying to build a team and trying to win the Champions League, but I don't like the fact that you spend so much money to win the Champions League. You could say Real Madrid did the same thing, but Zidane didn't really. He didn't. He took over a team that were future Champions League winners. So why would he need to think for the team? Yeah, he can bring players in, but he didn't bring any players in. Zidane just had the same team. Simple as that. But the fact of the matter is, PSG don't need. They already have so much quality. They've already got Cavani. They've already got Di Maria. They've got Pastore. They've got Thiago Silva. So many great players. Verratti. He didn't need Mbappe. They didn't need Neymar. You could say maybe they need Neymar and he a superstar to get them to the next level. Did they need Mbappe? Not really. But will he make that squad better? Yes, right now. And for me, right now, because Barcelona right now are all over the place, and the English clubs I don't think are even close to fighting for the Champions League, and Juventus are getting weaker every season, there's only one team for me that would challenge Real Madrid for the Champions League this season, and that is PSG. And we're going to find out who is PSG. Is this crop of talent going to get to the semi-finals, going to get to the quarterfinals, the final? Because they haven't been in the semi-finals of the Champions League ever. So this could be the year the PSG finally win the Champions League. And that's the reason why they bought Mbappe. I don't think he's worth that amount of money, but the way football's going, I think that's a really good signing for PSG. But a big blow for Monaco. Now guys, we're on the top 5 transfers of this summer. Starting off with Neymar, I think that's a cracking signing to get him. Okay, he's the most expensive player of all time, but PSG need a superstar. You could say Tottenham need a superstar to win the Premier League title. PSG need a superstar to win the Champions League. You had Messi doing it for consistent season for Barcelona. You had Ronaldo doing it for Real Madrid. You had Bayern Munich. You could say, well, they had Lewandowski. PSG right now needed a superstar to give them the Champions League. He will do that for them. I don't think they may. Will they win it? They're definitely one of the favourites to win this season, Paris Saint-Germain. But he will take our club to the next level than it hasn't been. He will make those players better than what they already are. That's a cracking signing from them. Number 2 is Matic. What a signing he is. I think he's probably the best signing of the whole summer. What an unbelievable coup for Manchester United to get a Premier League winner from last season. Mourinho, you could say, well, he subbed him off in the game against Southampton. You may not say, but he's been sensational for Manchester United this season. That's a cracking signing. He's got so much ability, and I think he could be one of the players to watch out this season. I think he could win. He could be a future, maybe player of the year this year. Can't he win player of the year last year? I think he may win player of the year this year. I think he is that good that I think that's the best signing of the summer so far. Actually, I think he is the best signing of the summer. Phenomenal signing. Manchester United lacked leaders in that midfield. He gives them that. He gives Pogba another dimension to go forward. Herrera another dimension to go forward. He's just the enforcer of that midfield. Cracking signing. He's number 2 now. Number 3 is Mohamed Salah at Liverpool. What a signing he's been so far. He destroyed Liverpool. He destroyed Arsenal in that game. He teared them to shreds. He made Bellerin look ordinary as fuck. But what a player he could be. He scored goals. He's a very interesting winger. He's not really a winger. He's more like a number 10. He's like a striker of a winger. He's more like that old Italian type wing play he plays. So I think that's a really good sign for Liverpool. See, he will definitely score goals for Liverpool this season, no question about that. But is he going to take it over to the next level? I think he will be, but we'll see what he can do, because I rate him highly. Number 4 is Pickford, the next England number 1, everybody's saying. And guess what? I think so too. He was playing for a bang average shit team in Sunderland, and it wasn't for Defoe. Defoe got a lot of plaudits, but he got a lot of plaudits too. He made some cracking saves for that team. He's now went to Everton and done the same thing. He's actually made Everton a better team again. And Everton right now look a quality team, and I think right now they actually could fight for the top 4 of the squad they have. Maybe they're striker away, but he's going to be making some key saves in big games for them this season. I think that's a sensational signing. I think he's the goalkeeper buy of the whole of the season. Cracking 30 million for him. the way he's going, he may be £100 million pound goalkeeper. He's that good. I think he is England's future number one because the kid's got talent. And number 5 is Bellucci at AC Milan. I think this is unbelievable from AC Milan. I think this could be the signing of all signings in Serie A history. For AC Milan to get a world-class defender, which Bellucci is, and he's playing him and Chiellini. Those two, right, are for me the top are the 2 best centre backs in the world right now. You could say Sergio Ramos, and you could say Boateng, who consistently is always injured. But right now, I had to pick those 2, and I had to pick which one's the best. I'm going Bellucci. I think that's an unbelievable signing. I'm really surprised Juventus sold him to a rival, especially to AC Milan, who I don't think they're going to win the Scudetto this season, but they're definitely, one of the rivals for them this season, along with other clubs as well. But I'm really surprised because he's a leader. He's everything that AC Milan lack in that team last season. They didn't have a player like him. They didn't have a captain, a leader. That's what they missed last season, AC Milan. He's got that this season in Bellucci. What a signing! What a player! This could be AC Milan's season to finish in the Champions League, or maybe even win the league. But right now, this team and that signing will make them better and better and better. Cracking signing from AC Milan. Bellucci is fit. That's not me putting Neymar number 1, the best signing of the summer. That's just me just randomly putting them anywhere. So Bellucci 5th. Cracking signing, that is. So guys, that's the end of the Transfer Society for this season. Now, well, with the transfer window now back in let's say in our, was it 4 or 5 months time, 6 months time? Yeah, we're back with season 2 of it when the January transfer window opens, which it starts the whole rumour mill again of who's going where, he's going here, this, that, and the other, blah blah blah, etc, etc. So yeah, be on the watch out for that. Anyway, please like, subscribe, the outro.